Welcome back, hodlers, to another video. Today we're going to go into some of the news that we've been discussing over the last little while with Bitcoin, some interesting news with PayPal coming through. We're also going to talk about where Bitcoin is, what we're going to have happen today, and what's going to happen tomorrow. And also we're going to talk about some altcoins like Ethereum, Cardano, VeChain, and a few others. Are they going to be ready to pump maybe after Bitcoin settles down? If you do like these videos, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe to the channel for more crypto news and content, and let's go ahead and get into it. The first piece of news is that PayPal is currently broadening their crypto purchasing ability, in terms of the platform. So they're moving it out to the UK as well for UK users. They had a call with the CEO, Dan Schulman. And while they were discussing some things, they were also talking about increasing the functionality of their Venmo crypto services. And another big thing that I found interesting is the call included remarks praising central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and interesting DeFi applications. There was another article, I didn't bring it up, I didn't read it at all, but there was another article talking about how Congress thinks that DeFi is the financial 9/11. Arguably, 2008 was the financial 9/11. So DeFi is just giving the power back into the regular people. It's kind of like what Obama said about, having Bitcoin is like having a Swiss bank account in everyone's pocket, as if that's a bad thing. This next article, Bitcoin bulls are still in control and will remain in control for the $1.7 billion options expiry that's happening tomorrow on Friday. This is the first expiry since May 21st that the bulls have basically been in power and been able to profit at a Bitcoin above $40,000. So really good. And it does state in the article that among the Amazon news that we reported on, we saw, and we all had FOMO over, among that Amazon news, Bitcoin still held well, which is true. We've had a multiple of days in the green. We're going to talk about exactly how many days in the green and what's going to happen today. But there's a lot of strength in Bitcoin, and the bulls are clearly in control at this point. Whether or not we'll hold the control is completely up to question, but I know a lot of people think that we're just going up from here. Another piece of news is Robinhood IPO'd. They went through and they've had a considerable drop. I want to stress this for anyone buying into IPOs, especially like Coinbase or anything else. When these IPOs come out, they happen just like ICOs. They pump really hard on the first day and then they go down. I would say that right now, tech equities are extremely overvalued. I know I'm unpopular saying that. Trust me, I get it. But I would just be careful on anything that you go into on an IPO. As much as I think Robinhood's going to do well, I don't think that they're worth the value that they're getting right now. And this IPO does also come with some regulatory questions within Robinhood. So there is that whole cloud looming over this whole IPO and what's going on with Robinhood. Over 300 ETH has been lost in failed transactions upon the Stoner Cats NFTs. This is, of course, is the NFT show, I think, or something. Is some sort of NFT play with Ashton Kutcher and his wife Mila Kunis that are working on this online show. Apparently, you need an NFT to watch the show. Something along those lines. I think it's a good concept, a good idea. But 300 ETH, 309.44 ETH to be exact, have been lost in failed transactions. So what exactly happened? In most cases, this is because the gas fee wasn't set high enough. I've had some issues right now with gas fees transferring over because we can tell gas fees are going up and up and up because the price is going up. More people are using it. Everyone's getting excited about crypto again now that the bulls are back in play and now that crypto goes up. Once crypto goes up, everyone's sentiment changes. It's hilarious to see how emotional everyone is about the market. You just gotta chill. But going back to the news, obviously we do see this narrative again playing out about the gas fees and about this issue about 309 ETH being lost immediately due to gas fees when they're just starting out their Stoner Cats show. So it is an adult animated show. I know Vitalik Buterin is actually going to do a voiceover of a character as well. But it's a good idea to know what's happening right now, and I'd probably just be careful of your gas fee and what gas you're putting in and making sure that your transaction goes through. because you would hate to be one of the 309 ETH that was lost. Bitcoin and Ethereum hash rates have started to recover as Chinese miners move and redeploy overseas. I've heard of a lot of Chinese miners coming to Canada because of some of the recent lockdowns or the crackdowns in China for regulations, and a variety of other states and countries I'm sure the Chinese are flocking to, because obviously if it's not profitable in their own country, they're going to move to other countries to make it profitable. They also mentioned that a total of 4,033 Bitcoin mining machines have been deployed in data centers in Kazakhstan and awaiting deployment there. So you could tell that there's a lot more machines coming onto the system, a lot more mining that's going to happen. So the hash rate's going to get better as we see that happen. So you will see the hash rate go and increase. Now, one big thing that I wanted to talk about with cryptocurrency before we get into Bitcoin and the charts is what's happening right now with some altcoins. And the reason why I bring up CoinGecko is just because you can see this very well. One big green candle is with Bitcoin Cash. We see this green candle, which often happens after Bitcoin pumps. Bitcoin Cash will do a similar move, right? I've said this before with altcoins. They've moved with Bitcoin, but they haven't moved dramatically. Solana is another one that has moved approximately right now, 24 hours, 13%. Every other altcoin is mainly just going on a slow increase. And what does this mean? I think the big thing to understand is that once Bitcoin is done and chilled out for a bit, altcoins will absolutely pump. And you see a lot of these pumps happening on a day that really not much has happened, because yesterday we didn't see that big of a move. We did see a green candle, but we didn't see that big of a move. Now we did see close to $40,000 Bitcoin. We didn't close at $40,000, but we closed pretty close. Actually, yeah, we did. We closed at $40,036. And we do have a red candle as of right now, but we also have 3 hours still left in this day to see what our daily close is. If Bitcoin does close green today, that is 9 straight candles of green for Bitcoin. I don't know how often that's ever happened. I watched Benjamin Cohen talk about 7 and 8 candles in referencing some of those in the chart. I don't know of any that have closed in 9. So we will see, because we're not that far off. We're only roughly around, give or take $330, around $330 to make up that price and close in the green. So could Bitcoin possibly close in the green? It could. If it closes in the red, am I in any way concerned? No, absolutely not. Because after a move like this, a huge move, because we'll take a look at how big of a move this was. That was a total of 34%, not including the wicks. So to take a 34% increase, we are going to see some pullback, right? So obviously we're going to have a pullback and we're going to see the price go down a little bit, but not to be concerned in any way of where Bitcoin's going to go. So let's talk about altcoins. We're taking a look at the Cardano chart first. Cardano is currently holding strong at $1.29, just about $1.29. And I do think Cardano is going to hit its all-time highs eventually. Now, again, I said this in short order when the bull market re-engages. And if Bitcoin truly does hit $42,000 and then just relaxes for a minute, I think in a short order, Cardano will hit upwards to its $2.40 mark. So again, this isn't my prediction for the end of the market cycle or anything like that. I personally think we have a lot longer in the market cycle than people are aware of, but that's fine. If you guys think that we're ending this in September, A-okay with me, that's totally cool. But I do think that we are going to see a near-term Cardano at around $2.50. Now, Ethereum is actually going through the same type of narrative with exchange flow and exchange supply, how much Ethereum is on exchanges to trade with, and that number is considerably dropping because more people are buying Ethereum. Ethereum has a lot of ETH actually staked now in ETH 2.0 pools, and that's a lot of liquidity and a lot of ETH just locked away that nobody can do anything with, and more ETH is joining that as we go. So, of course, Ethereum is becoming more scarce. We have the EIP 1559 update that is coming through in the next couple of weeks. So that is going to also have an impact on the price. Again, most likely all the news is baked in before that time comes. So don't hedge your bet on August 4th like I've discussed. Just make sure you're hedging your bet now. A lot of people are calling for a $4,300 Ethereum, and I personally think that we could see that in the near term, just like Cardano, going back up to its previous all-time highs. So I do think that that could be in our near-term future, as long as Bitcoin's able to break through some serious levels and hold a bit of health up at those levels above 42,000. Polkadot is something that is rebounding as of right now, and we've been discussing Polkadot. I still think Polkadot under $20 is a steal. It's an absolute buy. So I'm still accumulating Polkadot. I haven't stopped accumulating Polkadot, but buying Polkadot down here has definitely serviced a lot of people. I still believe in the $150 Polkadot by the end of this cycle, but I do think that Polkadot will eventually make its way back up to the all-time highs around $45 per Polkadot in the near-term future. And looking at the total cryptocurrency market cap, we are sitting at $1.5 trillion right now. A huge amount of money has regained into the crypto market. We still have a lot to go, so I want everyone to be cautious about what's going to happen next. This is all tentative to see what Bitcoin does in the near term. If Bitcoin can break our lines of resistance at 42,000 and then the 20-week SMA, if we can break those and hold above with some sort of confidence, I'm pretty bullish on where we're going to go by the end of the summer. Maybe stock to flow is right, but I still believe that we are going to have some trouble getting up there. But if we do, it could be very bullish for altcoins to take a run while Bitcoin is just chilling out at a certain level. But that's it for me. Hopefully this video helped you guys understand what's happening today. If you did like this video, go and give me a like. It really helps support this channel. And of course, happy hodling.